Hey guys, welcome back to another video of the build. There's a lot to talk about, and for starters, we're gonna go ahead and talk about the fuel tank. I went ahead and got the dual pump installed. It was not easy. It was not fun at all. The things I've used was my original pump, which was the Hellcat pump, and then I used a brand new 450 wellbore pump. So basically, there's two pumps in there. This was not easy at all. This was my first time ever doing it. Honestly, I highly recommend either hiring somebody to do the fuel pumps or James Ward. Obviously, he sells a kit, and I would definitely go ahead and buy it from him. This, I had to do everything myself. I'm using this factory hanger along with the two pumps and also the PHR, the bracket, the wellbore bracket, the dual. It's like $80, I believe it was, and that's what I used. And everything's mounted. Yes, the lines are long because I had to, so that way there's no kinks in there. And it's E85 compatible. That's actually from Napa Autos, and I know there's performance stores that actually use those same lines, and that's how I found out about using that line particularly. Yes, it's long, and as you can see, the fitting's right there. I don't think I can put my phone in there, but yeah. So it's all done. It's coming out to a -8, and then return is -6, and I got my power and ground right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this mounted. I'm gonna go ahead and install the feed thingy back on the tank, and go ahead and get this installed. All this had to come out, this as well as this. My hands completely cut up, basically going in and out. I got bruises everywhere here, so yeah, it's not fun at all. But that's done. Once I'm gonna go ahead and get this back on and go ahead and get the tank installed. It's completely drained, it's empty. So, and I have my basically 5 gallons completely full because of what was in the fuel tank. So I'm gonna go ahead and install the tank back on here. And then once the tank is installed, I'm gonna go ahead and talk to you guys about the engine bay, what's left to do. There's not a lot left. So I want to go ahead and talk to you guys about the intake, what to do, what not to do. Give you guys some recommendations if you guys are planning on rocking this eBay intake. It's basically a hypertune rep. People have success with it. Obviously, I've talked to people who are tuners, and I've mentioned that there's actually not big of a difference. But at the end of the day, you're paying for name, and you're actually paying for quality. I mean, this is, good enough for me. I don't want to say this is quality because it's eBay. So yeah, let me go ahead and install the tank. Then I'm gonna come back and talk to you guys about this intake and what's been going on, all the issues that I've had, and I'll tell you guys exactly what's left to do on this car before I can go ahead and start it. To be honest, I could technically start it today if I really spend a good 5-6 hours on it, but I'm not trying to rush. There's still a couple of pieces are missing that I need to get, so stay tuned. Hey guys, finishing off that video of the fuel pump and the tank. So the tank's back up. The garage is closed. It's a couple of days later. I think it's like a day or two later. I finished installing the tank back on the car. I went ahead and installed my power stuff on the back. So everything's installed. I still got to clean up a little bit back here, but everything's installed. Batteries back installed. Finished all these wires and stuff over the weekend. And I went ahead, basically went to go ahead and crank the car. The car is cranking now. So great news on that. I am seeing oil pressure. I am not seeing any leaks whatsoever on the car. I cranked it for about a good 5 to 10 minutes. I see pressure on my BTI gauge. So I'm not too concerned at the moment for oil leaks on the car. So that's a good sign. Now the fuel pressure, I turned the fuel pumps on, and I am getting fuel pressure. Another thing on that is I am not seeing any leaks at the moment, but again, don't mind the mess. There's a reason why this is open, and I want to show you guys why. My TPS was reading 5 volts, and I took it apart, and look at that. It's broken. Kind of annoyed by it because this is not turning. Look at this. I'm putting pressure on it. It's very hard. So, yeah. So now I got to find a spare TPS. I don't know exactly why this happened. I don't know if I had installed it incorrectly on this. So my buddy Art has a spare, so I'm hoping that I can get it today and possibly do a first startup on the car. Everything's hooked up at the moment. Don't mind this mess over here. Everything inside the car is all hooked up. I have the car seat out. My garage is a mess. So everything's hooked up. I still need a lot to do inside here, putting the interior pieces and everything. But other than that, everything is working as it should be, besides parameters on the BTI gauge, which is the fuel pressure, which I got to figure out. It's probably just settings. So yeah, it's hot as hell right now. It's 90 degrees outside and it's hot in the garage. And I wanted to finish this video, so let me turn off that light. So I want to talk to you guys about the situation. This is leaking, by the way. It's an eBay intake, obviously with the throttle body, 90 millimeters, blah, blah, blah. And it's all nice and looking and stuff. But quickly, I did mention in previous videos when we were talking about the exhaust and machining and stuff, I had this machine as well. So I'm using a different gasket. As you can see, it's red. It's called a skinny. It's like spelled differently, but it's like skinny or something like that. Thanks to James Ward. He's the one who told me about it. I installed it. I did have to bang a little bit on this side until I realized that because of the TPS and stuff and where it sits, this gasket does actually pushes it out a little bit. So I did have to bang a little bit for it to be clear, for this TPS to, with the sensor, with the wire and stuff to clear. Sorry guys, I can't think straight because it's hot as shit. So I had it completely installed and stuff and went to go do a pressure test and found out that it's leaking. So I'm kind of annoyed at the fact that I had to, bang the shit out of this thing. So what I did was, I didn't want to spend money at all anymore. Went and bought this bad boy. Thanks to IP, Fernando at IP in Florida. He hooked me up with this. He had one in stock, so I went and bought this. It's basically a replacement for that and shouldn't leak at all. And a lot of people actually run this RMR throttle body. So just waiting on this piece right here, which is the adapter for the Toyota sensor. Was shipped Monday. So today being Wednesday, it was shipped Monday, and I'm just waiting on that. So I'm waiting to install this on the car. Until then, I'm actually going to be using this, even though this is leaking. I'm actually not driving at the moment, so I'm not concerned about actually using this and it's leaking. So I am currently waiting for the part to come in so I can go ahead and actually install this and install the piping and stuff back on the car. So that's that. So just a quick update on this and the car. Obviously, if you guys are planning on running the intake manifold from eBay, just so you guys know, these do leak a lot. And the way it leaks is this part right here. This is not sealed inside. This bar that goes in here, it actually leaks through that and through here. So keep in mind, if you guys are planning on running these eBay manifolds in a throttle body, there's a chance that these actually leak. If yours does not leak, I guess you're the special one. But mine's actually leaking, so I went ahead and bought that, and that's actually $500. And just so you guys know, I didn't get any discounts on that. So this is a very expensive part. It's a billet piece, and it's quality. So I had to spend the money, but in long run wise, it's gonna benefit me. So that's why I bought it. Don't tell my wife. So that's that, guys. Just want to give you guys an update on this. Pray for me. Pretty soon I'll give you guys a startup video on this. Most likely going to be today that I'm gonna start it up. We'll see. And I might post a video up today later too as well. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching.